Hey coin collectors, welcome back to the channel. If you're passionate about finding rare coins and learning about their hidden value, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into the top 5 most valuable Canada 25 cents coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II, exploring their history, details, and of course what makes them so special. 2005 Canada 25 cents. Let's start with a little background. In 2005, the United States Mint continued its production of circulating coins, proof sets, and commemoratives. It was an exciting time for coin collectors, especially with the ongoing release of the Westward Journey nickel series. This series was part of a special redesign of the Jefferson nickel, which began in 2004 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The 2005 nickels featured 2 new reverse designs, the American Bison and the Ocean in View. These coins captured the essence of American history while remaining a part of everyday circulation. Now, let's take a closer look at the main coins minted in 2005. There were the usual suspects: pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and half dollars, along with commemorative coins. 2005 Lincoln Penny. The penny from 2005 features the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. 2005 Jefferson Nickel. As mentioned, the 2005 nickels were part of the Westward Journey series. The obverse still featured Thomas Jefferson, but the reverse had 2 special designs. The American Bison design, which symbolized the American West. The Ocean in View. O, the Joy design, referencing the Lewis and Clark expedition's arrival at the Pacific Ocean. 2005 Roosevelt Dime. The Roosevelt Dime from 2005 has remained relatively unchanged since its introduction in 1946. On the obverse, you'll see Franklin D. Roosevelt, and the reverse features a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. 2005 State Quarters. The state quarter program was in full swing in 2005. The states honored in that year were California, Minnesota, Oregon, Kansas, and West Virginia. Each state quarter has a unique reverse design representing important symbols or history related to that stat. Now, let's talk about some key variants and potential errors from 2005 that could make your coin more valuable. Some of these errors can fetch a higher price among collectors. One of the most famous errors of 2005 is the speared bison nickel. This error occurred during the minting of the American Bison reverse, resulting in what appears to be a die crack running through the bison's body. This coin can be worth much more than its face value depending on the condition. Off-center strikes and misstrikes. As with many coins, off-center strikes or misstrikes can happen during production. These errors are highly collectible and can be found in most denominations, including pennies, nickels, and quarters from 2005. So how much are these 2005 coins worth today? For most circulated coins, the value might only be face value, but uncirculated and proof coins can fetch a higher price. 2005 Lincoln Penny. Circulated examples are worth face value, but an uncirculated penny can be worth around 25 cents to $1 depending on its condition. 2005 Westward Journey Nickels. Circulated nickels are typically only worth face value, but uncirculated or proof examples can be worth around $5. The speared bison error, however, can be worth anywhere from $50 to $200 depending on the grade. 2005 Roosevelt Dime. Circulated dimes are generally worth face value, but uncirculated or proof versions can be worth $2 or more. 2005 State Quarters. Circulated state quarters are generally only worth 25 cents. However, uncirculated or proof versions, particularly in silver, can be valued at $2 to $10. Before we wrap up, here are a few tips for you collectors out there. Always check for errors. Coins with errors can be much more valuable than standard coins. These tend to have higher values, especially if graded by a reputable company like PCGS or MGC. Store your coins properly. To maintain their condition, keep your coins in protective holders to avoid damage. 2015 Canada 25 cents. So here it is, the 2015 Canada 25 cent coin. It's part of Canada's ongoing tradition of featuring Queen Elizabeth II on its circulating coins. But what makes this coin special? Well, while it's a regular circulating coin, its design and historical significance still make it an interesting piece for collectors. Let's start with a little background on the coin itself. On the obverse or head side, we have a familiar sight: Queen Elizabeth II, Canada's longest reigning monarch. This portrait was designed by artist Susanna Blunt, and it's been used on Canadian coins since 2003. Unlike previous depictions of the Queen, this one is unique because she's not wearing a crown. This portrait symbolizes a more modern and approachable image of the Queen, reflecting her later years in the monarchy. Now flip the coin over and you'll see the reverse side. On the reverse, we have the classic image of the caribou, which has been featured on Canada's 25 cent coin since 1937. This iconic design was created by artist Emmanuel Hahn. The caribou represents the wilderness and vast landscapes of Canada. The 25-cent coin, also known as the quarter, holds a deep connection to Canadian wildlife and culture, which makes it a beloved piece in both circulation and coin collecting. Now let's talk about the specifics. The 2015 Canada 25-cent coin is made from nickel-plated steel. It weighs 4.4 grams and has a diameter of 23.88 millimeters. It's a standard coin in terms of physical characteristics, but its composition is designed for durability and circulation. And fun fact, Canada stopped using silver in their quarters after 1968, so if you're hoping for precious metals, you'll need to look at older coins. So, how much is this 2015 25-cent coin worth today? In circulated condition, the coin is worth its face value minus 25 cents. However, if you have an uncirculated or proof version, the value can increase slightly. In uncirculated condition, these coins can fetch anywhere from $1 to $5 depending on their quality and whether they are part of a special mint set. While it's not a particularly rare coin, collectors still appreciate it, especially in top condition. If you're looking to add this coin to your collection, here are a few tips. First, aim to find a coin in uncirculated condition, meaning it hasn't been used in everyday transactions. Look for coins without scratches or wear, and if you're really serious about collecting, consider getting the coin graded by a professional grading service to ensure its authenticity and value. 1979 Canada 25 cents. The 1,979 Canadian 25 cents coin is part of the long-running Canadian quarter series, which has been minted since 1870. This particular coin features the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. This portrait was introduced in 1965 and remained in use until 1989. By 1979, Canada had been using Queen Elizabeth's likeness on their coins for over 2 decades, and this coin reflects the era of stability and growth in Canada's history. While 1979 wasn't a year with any significant changes to the coin's design or production, it does carry the legacy of Canada's monarchic ties and its evolution as a nation. Coins from this period are also significant to collectors because they mark the pre-millennial years before the introduction of newer coin designs. Let's break down the design of this coin. On the obverse, we see the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II as designed by British sculptor Arnold Machine. This version of Her Majesty was used on Canadian coins from 1965 to 1989 and is often referred to as the young Queen Elizabeth portrait. Flip the coin over to the reverse and you'll see the iconic Canadian caribou, a design by Emmanuel Hahn that has been in use since 1937. The caribou represents the wildlife and natural beauty of Canada and is a familiar sight on Canadian quarters to this day. The 1979 25-cent coin is made of nickel with a diameter of 23.88 mm and a weight of 5.07 grams. Like most Canadian quarters, it has a reeded edge. In 1979, the Royal Canadian Mint produced over 135 million of these quarters. While that's a fairly large mintage, it's important to note that most of these coins were used for circulation, which means finding high-grade examples in perfect condition can be a challenge. If you happen to come across a coin with a pristine, uncirculated appearance or even a proof-like finish, it could be worth much more to collectors. Now, the big question, how much is a 1979 Canadian 25 cents coin worth today? In circulated condition, these coins generally carry only face value minus 25 cents. However, if you've got an uncirculated or mint condition coin, the value can go up to around $1 to $5 depending on its quality. For those who find a higher grade or proof coin from 1979, the value could increase with some selling for as much as $20 or more, particularly if certified by a reputable grading service. Keep in mind, the coin's value depends on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. So how can you tell if your 1979 Canadian quarter is valuable? Coin collectors look for several key factors. Luster: does the coin have a shiny, fresh from the mint appearance? Where circulated coins tend to have noticeable wear on the highest points of the design, like the Queen's portrait or the caribou's antlers. Toning: some collectors appreciate a natural patina while others prefer a crisp, untoned finish. Minting errors: check for any striking errors or anomalies, as these can sometimes make the coin even more valuable. 2001 Canada 25 cents. The Canadian quarter or 25-cent piece has been an important part of the country's currency since 1870, when Canada introduced its own coins following the Confederation in 1867. These coins have featured a variety of designs, but one constant since 1953 has been the image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse or front side of the coin. Now, let's fast forward to 2001. This year marked an interesting point in Canadian coinage. Queen Elizabeth II was nearing her 50th year on the throne, and the country was celebrating its rich history and culture through special commemorative designs, though the 25-cent coin from this year maintained the classic look. On the obverse, we have the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, This particular design was created by artist Dora de Pedri Hunt and was introduced in 1990. It depicts the queen in a more mature, dignified pose. You'll notice the inscription around the queen's portrait reads Elizabeth II DG, Regina meaning Elizabeth II by the grace of God, Queen. Now, the reverse side features the image of a caribou, an iconic symbol of Canada's wildlife, which has been a fixture on the 25-cent coin since 1937. The caribou design was created by artist Emmanuel Hahn and remains a proud representation of Canada's wilderness. Let's take a closer look at the technical details of the 2001 Canada 25-cent coin. Composition: nickel-plated steel. Weight: 4.4 grams. Diameter: 23.88 millimeters. Thickness: 1.58 millimeters. Edge milled or reeded. Minting location: Royal Canadian Mint. The Royal Canadian Mint produced millions of these coins, so while they are relatively common in circulation, some specific varieties and conditions can make them more valuable to collectors. Now, while the standard 2001 Canadian 25 cents is widely available, there are certain varieties that collectors should be aware of. Some coins, particularly those in mint condition or graded by professional services as MS65 or higher, can fetch a higher price. Proof-like and specimen versions, which are often found in sets, are also more sought after by collectors. Coins that have been kept in excellent condition with no signs of wear are far more valuable than those that have been circulated. Coins from mint sets or those with any notable errors are worth keeping an eye out for. 2006 Canada 25 cents. The 25-cent piece, also known as a quarter, is part of Canada's standard circulation coins. The 2006 version is a continuation of the long-standing series that features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse or front side of the coin. This coin was struck in the Royal Canadian Mint and issued for regular circulation. Queen Elizabeth II has been featured on Canadian coins since her coronation in 1953, and in 2006 the coin carries her familiar portrait designed by Canadian artist Susanna Blunt. This version of the Queen has been used on Canadian coins since 2003, showcasing a more mature, no-crown depiction of the monarch. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find Canada's iconic caribou, a symbol of strength and grace. The caribou has been on the 25-cent coin since 1937 and remains one of the most recognizable designs in Canadian coinage history. Let's take a look at the technical details of the 2006 25-cent coin. Composition: the coin is composed of nickel-plated steel, which gives it a shiny, silver-like appearance. Diameter: it has a diameter of 23.88 millimeters. Weight: the coin weighs 4.4 grams. Edge: like most Canadian quarters, it has a reeded edge, which gives it that ridged texture. Mintage: over 329 million of these coins were minted in 2006, so they are fairly common in circulation. Did you know there are two versions of the 2006 Canada 25 cents coin? In 2006, the Royal Canadian Mint produced both regular circulation coins and a special P-mark version. The P-mark indicates that the coin was made using a multiply plated steel composition. This version was part of the Mint's efforts to reduce the cost of producing coins while maintaining their durability. Also, keep an eye out for error coins. In rare cases, errors can occur during the minting process. For example, you might find coins with off-center strikes or planchet flaws, and these coins can be valuable to collectors. So how much is the 2006 Canada 25 cent Elizabeth II coin worth today? Since over 329 million were minted, the regular version of this coin in circulated condition is worth its face value minus 25 cents. However, if you have an uncirculated or mint condition coin, it could be worth slightly more. Uncirculated coins might fetch between $1 to $3 from collectors depending on their condition. Error coins, like the ones we mentioned earlier, can be even more valuable. Depending on the type and rarity of the error, these coins can sell for anywhere from $10 to over $100. So it's always a good idea to closely inspect your coins for any imperfections. And there you have it. The 2006 Canada 25 cents Elizabeth II coin may not be rare, but it's still a beautiful piece of Canadian history. Whether you're collecting for fun or searching for rare varieties, it's always exciting to discover what might be hiding in your change. Have you come across any error coins or rare varieties in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more coin collecting content. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.